Noah here with Extreme Terrain, and we're going to take a closer look at the Form Lighting LED reflector headlights with black housings and clear lenses for the 14 to 21 Tundra. Now these headlights are perfect for the Tundra owner that wants a high quality set of upgraded LED lights that have a really bright daytime running light while still being budget friendly. Factory headlights usually leave a lot to be desired, and a dark colored set of LED lights is a great way to give your truck a facelift. Now sometimes upgraded lights still utilize those factory halogen bulbs, but these guys from Form Lighting are full LED from the bulbs to the daytime running lights. Now those chrome reflectors here at the back of the housing, they're gonna throw that LED light far down the road, and then behind those reflectors, there is a black housing. A black housing paired with a clear lens like we have here is a great way to get a dark aftermarket look without limiting the headlight's output with something like tinted lenses. Now LEDs are really bright, and keeping them unrestricted is the best way to get some serious lighting performance. Then the daytime running light is in a C-bar shape here around the outside edge of the lens, and they're colored a cooler color temperature. These lights also have a sequential turn signal function as well, but depending on your trim level or the kind of headlight you have stock, the sequential function may take some additional wiring to install. As far as construction goes, we've got ABS housings for some serious defense against any kind of moisture, heat, or any kind of debris. And then sealing everything shut, the lenses are made from polycarbonate, which has excellent impact resistance. Now these guys are a drop-in upgrade, and they're designed to utilize the factory wiring and fuse locations in the fuse box to control the daytime running lights. Pricing for these guys comes in around the $750 price point, which means they're still far under a lot of other LED options, but they still have quality build materials and a modern LED design. I'd say these headlights are a great middle ground between super affordable, no bells and whistles, and high dollar complex design LED headlights with something like sequential turn signals. Now if you want something quality and LED, but you're on a budget, these are going to be a great option for you. Installing this set of headlights on your Tundra is going to take you about an hour to do at home, and you're looking at an install difficulty of 1 out of 3 wrenches. Now this job should come pretty simple to just about anybody. Speaking of install, let's head over to the install bay and check out that process step by step.
For this install, you will need a ratchet, a 10mm socket, a clip removal tool, and if you are installing the adapter harness for the halogen headlights, you will need either the provided fuse puller in your fuse block, or if you don't have that, a pair of needle nose pliers will do. What's up guys? Today we're going to be installing a new set of headlights on our Tundra, so let's get started. So now that we've got our hood popped, we're going to come under here, and we do need to remove our grill to access our headlights. So we'll go ahead and grab our clip removal tool, and you'll have one push pin clip on each side located right by your headlight on your grill. So we'll go ahead and start by popping those out. Get this one, then we'll do the same for the other one. Next, we can go ahead and remove these 4 10mm bolts holding the top of our grill in place. And to do that, we'll use our 10mm socket on our ratchet. Next, we can go ahead and grab the top upper middle portion of our grill and just kind of pull up on it slightly, and it should pop right out of its retaining clips. And then we'll go ahead and pull, releasing our bottom clips here. So once you have your grill out of place, there is a connector on the back side of your grill that we'll need to unplug in order to fully remove it. For demonstration purposes, we've got it flipped up so we can show it to you here. And it doesn't put any tension on the cable to do it this way. So if you find it easier, it's definitely a way to go. And we'll just push in on our tab here. And then we can set our grill aside. So our next step is to remove this lower trim panel. And to do that, we have these 2 push pins here, which we'll go ahead and remove first with our clip removal tool. Once you have those two tabs out, you can go ahead and grab onto it, pull it out like this, and pop it out from its locator tabs here on the outside, and we'll set this aside. Next, we can remove our first of 3 10mm mounting bolts for our headlight itself, and to do that, we'll use our 10mm socket on our ratchet. Sometimes they're a little hard to get out of their slots. And then we can remove the two up top. We'll go ahead and remove these two 10mm mounting screws again with our 10mm socket. Once we have those out, we can go ahead and pop our headlight out of the truck. Now you may need to pull up on this tab just a little bit to get it over its threaded piece. Once you have that out, you also have this lower locator tab that you'll need to just pop out. Once you have that out, headlight comes right out. Then we can go ahead and unplug all of our connectors. So we'll just push in on our tabs here. Sometimes these can get a little stiff. Go ahead and just pop those out. And once you have them all removed, go ahead and set our factory headlight aside. And once you've completed all the steps on this headlight, you can go ahead and repeat this process for your other side. So your headlight kit does come with an LED conversion kit. If your truck does come with factory halogen headlights, it comes with an adapter harness as well as a tapped DRL harness to access your LED DRLs. For demonstration purposes, we will show you how to install your harness on your fuse block, and then you can simply go ahead and plug and play your adapter harness. Our truck has factory LEDs, so we will not need them, but we'll show you how to install it. So once we have our fuse out, we can go ahead and install our provided pre-installed fuse tap with our two 15-amp fuses into the place of our factory 10-amp ignition fuse. We'll go ahead and set that in place, and then we can route our harness along the truck. So now our shorter end of our harness for our first connector is obviously going to stay here for our closest headlight. And for our passenger side, we can route our harness over to the other side. Now for demonstration purposes, we're simply going to run our wiring here flush along with our foam padding in front of our radiator here. Now you can feel free to make this your own, tuck it however you'd like it. We're just doing this for ease of install, but keep in mind to stay away from any rotating or very hot parts to prevent any damage to your harness or anything else in your engine bay. Now that we have that done, we can go ahead and reinstall our fuse block cover. We'll just clip it in. Make sure it's secure. So now we're ready to get everything plugged in and installed. And so we'll go ahead and start making our connections. And our black triangle connector here goes right into our headlight. Then we'll move on to our DRL connector up here. Go ahead and plug that in up top. Make sure it clicks. And we'll go ahead and make our next connection here with our 3-prong. Now this plug here is not needed because ours has factory LEDs. If your truck has factory halogens, that will be a part of your conversion harness that is included. And we'll go ahead and make our last connection here. Now that we have everything connected, we can go ahead and get our headlight back into place. We'll go ahead and get our light in place. Slide into our locators here. Make sure that pops into place. Get everything lined up. Then we can start reinstalling our hardware. So first we'll start with our side mounting bolt here, and we'll go ahead and reinstall our 10mm bolt using our 10mm socket on our ratchet. And you may have to push in a little bit on it to get it to line up. Now that we have that done, we can get our two top ones installed. And we'll go ahead and get these on. Next, we'll get our outer trim piece installed here. Go ahead and line that up with our fender. Clip that back into place here. Get it lined up here for our 2 push pins. Go ahead and get our pins installed. Pop those right in. So once you have everything connected and everything mounted back in place for your new headlight, you can go ahead and repeat this process for the other side. Now we can go ahead and get our grille reattached. And you want to line up your spots here. And before you install your grille, you definitely want to make sure you plug your connector back in. And once you get that clipped in, we'll go ahead and set our grille into its lower mounting points. And you want to make sure all of your set points line up at the bottom. Just give the bottom a good push. And again, we can lift up a little bit so we can line the top up. Now we can go ahead and reinstall our 4 10mm screws up top here, holding the top of our grille in place, using our 10mm socket on our ratchet. Now that we have those installed, we can go ahead and reinstall our 2 push pins here. Go ahead and just push those back into place. Pop them in.
Alrighty guys, that about wraps up our review and install of our Form Lighting LED reflector headlights with black housings and clear lenses for your 14 to 21 Tundra. Thanks for watching, and as always, for everything Tundra, keep it right here at ExtremeTerrain.com.